Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to school. So I'm sure some of you guys are like me and groaning inside. And some of you guys are like, woohoo, back to school, yay! I don't really know who's doing that, but saying there have been a lot of people that have been saying they're already back to school, which just, like I said, blows my mind. It's so hard to believe because I still have like a month of summer left. I'm like barely halfway through my summer. Mind blown. Anyway, so this is going to be my first back to school video, and so I can't definitely say I'm not going to do any more summer videos. I might do some that aren't necessarily summer themed, but just not like back to school videos. But I'm going to be doing my school supplies haul, and so I know a lot of people do giveaways, so if you're watching this just to see if it's a giveaway, no, I'm sorry, it's not. So without further ado, let's get started. So another thing I just wanted to say is that a lot of this stuff is like white or kind of plain because I am going to be DIYing a lot of it. So if it's just like solid colors, you're probably going to be like, that's really boring. I do have some fun stuff, but a lot of this stuff is kind of boring in color. For example, like this binder, which I'll talk about in a second, it's just plain white, but the reason is I'm going to DIY it. Okay, so as I just showed you before, the first thing I got is this 2-inch white binder. So I just got this 2-inch binder, and it's supposed to have like, supposed to hold the stuff for all of my classes. And then I also got a 1.5-inch binder, which is just supposed to be for English. I don't know if I'll end up using both. The next thing I got, and they're in Lululemon bags, but they're not from Lululemon, obviously. It's also from Target, and it's this 5-inch college-ruled 5-star notebook. And I'm obsessed with these. These are so awesome because all my other notebooks, the pages fall out, and I had to use like tape to tape all of them. This one does not. And I got 5 subject. It's a 3 subject, but I write really big. And so it's just always better to have enough than not enough. And then to go along with that, I also got 3, that's right, 3 college ruled 3 subject notebooks. And I am going to DIY, I think, 1 or 2 of them, and just see the next day of school, like, how many I need for my classes. So I did get 3, so that's going to be a ton of stuff in my backpack to start out. But for the next kind of boring things that I got, again, are matching. I got 2 different bags. This one is from Target, this one's from Walmart, whatever. Is, what the heck, oh. 2 5-star white notebooks with like the prong things on the side. Did I say notebooks? Folders. They're folders. Again, I'm gonna DIY them, planning on it. So the next thing I got is extremely boring. It's just a ruler. They're like 12 cents. So the next thing I have is this sketchbook, and so I do take art, and this is just like the binded one that's almost like a book, which is super awesome because I don't like the ring ones because those fall apart really easily, and so this is super nice. And just like plain, and I'm gonna be DIYing this too. Next up, I got this locker shelf, and this is actually for my locker video. And it doesn't collapse, which is kind of strange, but I got this from Goodwill for $2.25, which I was super excited about because I was looking for one, and at Walmart they're like $5, and so I definitely saved money. The next thing I got is also partly for DIY and partly for my art class, and it's just watercolor paper because I love how watercolor looks. So I'm super excited about this, and it's going to be also, like I said, used for a DIY coming up. So the next thing I got is just my water bottle, and this is like the Swell water bottles, but it's not, and it's much cheaper. It was $8 from Walmart. I don't know what the brand is. It's like this like bronze color, which there were other ones that had like sayings on them, but I liked this one better because I'm going to cover mine in stickers. And then this is my planner, and I love how it looks. So I just think it looks so cute, and it's fun, and it's like this sort of like graphic marble that I really like, and I love the gold and the navy and like the pale pink. And I just use it to plan a bunch of stuff. I usually before bed I will just like write on it. It's basically a calendar. The next thing I got is this pencil pouch, and so it sort of looks like studs, and I really love gold, and it's kind of different from what I normally would get, but I got it for like, well, you'll see, I got a bunch of different pens and markers and stuff, so I think I'm gonna use it for this or my art like writing pencils or sketching pencils, so I'm not positive, but I think it's super cute, and it was only $3.50. The next thing I got is really boring, but it's just some whiteout fluid because It's just like white out. I love to write with pen, as you will see in a second when I got some pens, but I always, like when I'm taking tests or something, I kind of mess up a lot, and so I just love having this. The next thing I got, so I'm going in between bags. Oh, okay. I got, is just the 24 pack of Crayola colored pencils, and it just has 24 colors. I'm excited about, and these are the pens. So these are just the Papermate Ink Joy. It comes with 12 pens, and they're like the non-smear ballpoint fancy ones. And I just think it's so cute, and I love all the colors. There's some pinks, reds, greens, yellows, purples, oranges, every color imaginable. Well, not every, but a ton of different colors. And I hate writing just like black or blue or whatever, so I love writing like the purple or the orange or the red or whatever, and just having more fun paper. The next thing I got is glue sticks, and I know you're probably like, you got 6 glue sticks. These are the jumbo glue sticks. My school said to get 10, so I didn't even get enough for what they said, so that's crazy talk. So I'm never gonna sing again, don't worry guys. I got these, focus. Okay. So I got these mechanical pencils, and these are just the Bic Ultra Strong, perfect for students. 39, I think. 39 pencils. And what happens is people will take my pencils, and so these, I'll know you took my pencil, give it back. So the next thing that I got is just these, that's for later, these Sharpies, and so it's just the yellow, the pink, and the orange Sharpies. And I love using Sharpies. I love highlighting stuff and just like color coding everything. So this is super awesome to have. These 3 washi tapes that I got, and I got them from Target, but if you go, in the dollar section, then they have them for literally $1 a piece, and I think they're so cute. And regular washi tape can be like $4, and it's just kind of expensive. And I think this is super summery, and I feel like it's always good, at least at the beginning of the school year, to bring some of your summery spirit into school. And for those of you who love school, I get it. Actually, I don't really get it, but you do you. Okay, and I have 2 more things in this bag. One thing I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, but it is just little compact mirror, and brush. And so you can just like brush your hair, and I always feel like my hair is a mess at school, and so it's just nice to have, and it's better than just lugging around a huge brush, or not a huge brush, but they're bigger than need be. So you can just pop this in your backpack, and then it's super awesome, and it also works as like a mirror. So if you think you have something in your teeth, you can check without having to go to the bathroom. Okay, my voice got like so high. Okay, this 32 gigabyte flash drive, which I know is a lot, especially for school because we don't use it a ton. But I can also use it for videos if I don't end up using it this year. And I just like the blue color, and I feel like I got a lot of pink stuff. So yeah. Next thing is just some sticky notes, and I feel like they're so helpful and keep me really organized, because a lot of times I find myself writing on my agenda, and sometimes I don't use my agenda if I know I don't have any homework. So if I can just stick this on my lunchbox or like a folder or something, or a water bottle or whatever, I know I'll see it, then this is great. And I love the colors. I love neon colors, bright colors, as you can probably tell by the kind of theme of this. Next and last but certainly not least, unless I can find the other thing, I'm so excited! Anyway, I got these Sharpies, and so I kind of have an obsession with Sharpies, but look at all these colors. This is 21 Sharpies, and you know how much it was? $10. Now, for those of you who are probably like, that's kind of a lot for some markers. No, Sharpies are not markers. And look at this, look at these colors. Look at these like pastels. You can even see these pastels. They're so pretty, and I love all the colors, and it's like limited edition new colors. So it's colors that like won't be out all of the time. So that's why you get like a limited edition, and they're only $10, which I'm not really sure exactly why. It was like the reduced price or whatever. But for those of you who don't know, Sharpies can be like $20, $30, which might sound ridiculous. They are really great markers, 100%. At the same time, I'm so excited! Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're most excited about for school and any back to school videos you want to see. And subscribe if you've not already. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of summer. It's closing in fast. Please help. And I'm about to run out of storage on my card, so please. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys. Love you. See you next time.